Okay, hello there guys, and welcome. If you're tuning in here from Facebook, you're very welcome along, and if you're tuning in from Instagram, you're very welcome along, and if you happen to be watching this video in the future on any of our platforms or through email or whatever, you're very welcome along, whether that be the blog or whatever. Today we're going to be sharing the 4-step formula to your success. The 4-step formula to your success, the 4-step formula that you can use in order to achieve any goal, to realise any dream. The 4-step formula that'll help you to move through your life with ease and grace and attain the results that you want to attain in your life. So if you have your pen and paper, get it ready, take loads of notes, because there's going to be lots in this session that's really going to help you here. We're going to shoot for in between about 10 or 15 minutes, nice and quickly. So here we go. What is the first most important thing that you must have in order to achieve any goal in your life? The first most important thing you must have is a clearly defined goal, or in very simple basic Armagh terms is know what you want. Know exactly what you want. I used to go to the shop when I was a young fella. I grew up in Katy, and I'd be going to the shop. It used to be Galgly's shop, and Miss Galgly would come out and she'd say, "What do you want?" That was the very first thing she said. "What do you want?" And I would have had my list there, and Mummy would have told me what it is that I wanted to get, and I would have got exactly what I want. And the very first thing that we must know in order to achieve any success or realise any goal is know what you want. Now, for some of you out there, you know immediately straight away what it is that you want. You already have it clearly defined, you've got it written down, you've got a date on it, you've got a timeline on it, and possibly you might even be looking at that and reading it out every single Saturday. And that's fantastic if you already know what you want. Some of you might be sitting there and thinking to yourself, you know what, I'm not clear on what I want. I'm not really sure what it is that I want at all. And if you're thinking that this minute in time, you might be wondering, how am I going to be able to figure out what it is that I want? Well, a very good idea is, if you don't know what you want, is who you're going to call. Well, you should call some members of Team Steveyj. Just give me 1 second here. So number one, know what you want. If you don't know what you want, pick up the phone, give somebody a call, and find out what it is that you want. The reason for clearly defining what it is that you want and knowing what you want is because your mind works in pictures. And once you start to think of that thing that it is that you want to attain, then what happens is it starts to create more of a thought pattern in your mind. You're giving more energy to it. And once you know what it is, and then once you write that down, it's the very first time that that idea actually comes in to the physical realm. So that's step number one, is a clearly defined goal and know what you want. The reasons maybe sometimes if someone doesn't know what they want is because there may be a block. There could be an emotional block. There could be something that happened in the past that takes them away from actually wanting what it is that they really want. They may not be sure that they can actually get what they want, so they're afraid to define it, and that's the fear of failure or the fear of success. An interesting thing is Earl Nightingale defines success as the progressive realisation of a worthy ideal. And what that means is, it means if you've got something that's a worthy ideal, something that you would love to attain in your lifetime, and you're taking steps towards that thing that you would like to have happen, then you're already a success, because you're going to work on the thing that it is that you really want. If you're not going to work at this moment in time on the thing that you would really want, then there's some type of a block somewhere along the line, and it's a very good idea to seek out expertise in that area. Or if you haven't a clue what it is that you'd love to have happen in your life, again, somewhere there could be an emotional block, and it's good to seek out some expertise. So that's step number one. Step number two is to have a strategic plan. Is to have a strategic plan. plan. And what is a plan? A plan, very, very basically, is a set of steps that's going to help you to get to that desired outcome that you have. Now, your desired outcome could be that you want to build the business to 3 million in 3 years. Your desired outcome could be that you want to excel in some area of sport or some area of health and well-being. Your desired outcome could be to buy a new home, to get a new car. Your desired outcome could be to go on a beautiful holiday next year. Whatever it is, your desired outcome could be to be debt-free. Your desired outcome could be to start a new business. Whatever it is that you want to have happen in your life, you must have a plan. And the plan, very, very simply, is a set of steps. So let me show you very easily like this. So you could be here, and imagine this is a raging river. And the thing that you want, the desired outcome that you want, the goal that you want to attain is to get to the other side of the river, and you want to get over here. Imagine over here is your treasure chest. I know that isn't a brilliant looking treasure chest or anything, but imagine this is your treasure chest. How do you get to the other side of the river? You must obviously build a bridge, right? And your bridge is your plan, is your set of steps. Because right now, I'm sure whatever goal it is that you want to attain, a result that you want to attain, you probably do not know all the steps in order to how to get there. And you may never know all the steps in order to how to get there. But the good thing is once you get a strategic plan down and you have a set of steps that take you across, you can actually see the way and you can start to begin to move towards that. So a strategic plan is number 2 and is vitally important. And if you know what it is that you want right now, but you don't have a strategic plan, who are you going to call? It might be a good idea to call Team Steveyj. Number 3, and then we're going to get into this a little bit more. Number 3 is action. Lots and lots and lots and lots of action. You may have heard this before. Massive action. Take massive action. But lots and lots and lots of action, because we could have the plan, we could be standing here, we could know where it is we want to go to, there could be the bridge, but maybe we're just not walking over the bridge. So, action. And let me call this immediate action. One of the critical constraints that I would say, one of the major problems, one of the flaws that I see whenever I be talking to people and working with people, and we work with many, many people here, one of the real challenges and real problems is quite often the person knows exactly what it is that they want. They've had a plan, and sometimes they will have had that plan and planned to death and really get into the plan and took loads of moves forwards on the plan, but then when it actually comes to the implementation of the plan, there's a freeze. And the freeze is generally around fear of moving forward, as in what happens if I take the steps, or the person has to get outside their comfort zone in order to take these steps towards it. There's something they need to phone, there's something they need to do, and they're not used to doing these things, and you get a freeze. If you're like that, if you know exactly what it is that you want to do, you've got the plan, but you're just not implementing it, again, there's some type of block going on. There's some type of an emotional issue going on in behind that, because every single solitary thing that we move towards in our life, we move because of an emotion. Every single action is motivated by a feeling, an emotion. And if it's not happening, and the action doesn't happen towards it, and you've been like that, maybe you've been like that for a while, I don't know, you could have a plan for years and still not done anything about it. You could have your dream for years and still not done anything about it. So we always say here at Team Steveyj, we always say never set a goal without taking at least one action step towards attaining that goal or towards attaining that dream. So the action, I'm sure, as you know, is vital, because without it, you shan't get no result. So if you're sitting there now and you're getting challenges with that, who are you going to call? Call Team Steveyj, because these guys are here. They're coaches, guides, experts, mentors, consultants, and they're here to help you through that goal, that plan, that action, and ultimately attaining the result. So action. And here's one thing with the action. Lots of it. lots of action. The only way this guy's going to get the treasure is if he takes lots of action. Momentum and movement. So step number 4, because we all know, and you may be out there, you may be going, yes, Steveyj, brilliant, this is fantastic, great, yes, get a goal, heard all that before, have a dream, yes, heard all that before, have a plan, yes, heard all that before, yes, wonderful, tell us something new, take action, yes, Steveyj, heard all that before. But have you ever had a goal? I'm sure you had before, I'm sure you have a goal right now, if you're listening to this, had a plan, have been taking action on it, and maybe even been taking lots and lots of action on it, but it's just not happening. You're just not getting there. There's something that doesn't quite seem to be working. And it reminds me of the fly. The fly comes into the room and he wants to get outside. And you can see outside, you can see where he wants to be, you can see that lovely tree out there that he'd love to fly over, that lovely tree over there and eat a wee bit of a leaf on it or something. And he can see it, okay? He has a plan, move towards it, he takes the action, he hits the window. And what does he do? He keeps taking that same action over and over again. Boom, 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 boom. Bouncing off the window over and over and over again, bouncing off the window, bouncing off the window, bouncing off the window. What's the last thing that goes through the fly's mind as he hits the window? His ass, yeah? But is the fly ever going to get to the other side of the window by bouncing off that window? No. Because the fly doesn't understand, it doesn't have the awareness for step number 4. And step number 4 is a very simple one. Is after you take the action, you must get the feedback and adjust. So step number 4 is feedback and adjust. Feedback and adjust. Because it's only by getting the feedback and adjusting that we're ever going to get there. Step number 4 is all about flexibility and having that flexibility about what it is that you want to move towards. And that's about being smart about things. Sometimes we can get locked on and we can get stuck just like the fly, thinking that it has to be this way, it's only this way, we're so close, I can see it, but it's just not happening. And that could continue for a month, 3 months, 6 months, or an entire year. But the way to cut that out is step number 4, which is adjust. And after you adjust, you go back again, and you adjust, you go, right, okay, locked on, that's what I want, okay. Plan. Does the plan need to adjust a little bit? Do we need flexibility in the plan? Do we need to change some of the steps? Do we need to change some of the actions? Do we need to change some of the ways that I'm actually taking the actions and how I'm implementing the things? So what's going to happen is over the next 6 weeks, we're going to be going live every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to about, what time, James? 20 past. About 20 past, 2:15. And we're going to be sharing stuff on the way up to Christmas, because we here at Team Steveyj want to ensure that you have the absolutely best 2019 and really rock it out and achieve all your goals and all your dreams. So here's this video. I'm going to leave you today for about 10 minutes. It's only 10 minutes, but if you watch this over and you apply this to the things that I'm talking about, this is your 4-step formula for success. It does not matter what your goal is. Your goal could be to win an All-Ireland in football. Your goal could be to make £1 million. Your goal could be to be the fittest and healthiest in your life. Your goal could be to go on holidays, to have a new house. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. If you apply these 4 steps, know what you want, and have a heart and a passion for what it is that you want. That must be the most important thing. First of all, this must be your heart of hearts, your heart's desire. Your second one is get that strategic plan. Your third one is take action immediately, and lots of action. And your fourth one is get the feedback and adjust. And here is the 5th one, and I'll call this number 5, and I'm going to call this 5 stars after James McGrath's song 5 stars. And the 5th one is the thing that most people forget about and they don't think of when it comes to their goals and dreams. Support. Absolutely key. Support as in expertise. Somebody that can support you, somebody that can guide you, somebody that can hold your hand, take you through those steps. somebody that can question you, that can drill you, that can ensure that you're moving forward, somebody that you're accountable to. And if you would like to see if you're a fit for any of our guides, experts, coaches or mentors, then there's going to be a link below. Hit that link below and give one of the guys here a call at Team Steveyj, and we'll ensure that your 2018 is the absolutely best. So bye bye Instagram and bye bye Facebook. See you soon. Thank you very much for your time. Ciao.